So
this is all this kind of stuff, anti-Antifa stuff. And stuff
yes,
like that.
yes.
Anti-Antifa. So for pro-fascist.
No, not pro-fascist. Good afternoon. How about we forget about spitting, fat communists, deranged harpies, associated strawmanning idiots and fools, and we concentrate on the best of British, which is Victoriana, the Victorian era, which is still all around us. This is Rock Hill Hall with a nice kind of arboretum glass, glass house. What did I call it? Rockside Hall. It's Rockside, 1862, real Victorian era to 1939, till the outbreak of World War II. There's nothing the British like more than a public footpath. And where does this one go? That one goes to Rockside. And this way, we go down here. And again, Victorians, they knew a bit about stone. They knew how to make a bit of stone. And I should tell you, we're in the town in Matlock in Derbyshire, right in the centre of England. It's so central almost that the people here don't have an accent. They just have an English accent. I'm sure the locals would disagree with me, but from what I've noticed, they don't really have a twang or an intonation or any other Asian. They're just English. If you want to buy Old Hall Villas, number 4, it's for sale. The Bricks and Mortars website. And again, everywhere you look, the whole thing, the whole town, population approximately 10,000 people. The whole town is just done right. Now, of course, there's new builds and there's some poorer areas with some council houses, like welfare houses for the international audience. But generally, it's Rule Britannia all the way, and we love it. For that one commenter, let me start at my colour. For that one commenter on the last video in Sheffield, hope you all enjoyed it. Return to form, bit of drama, bit of shouty and violence. But one guy left a comment. I assume it's a guy because YouTube is a sausage factory. It's about 90% male. Don't know why more females don't use YouTube. Now, of course, there's going to be females saying, no, I use YouTube, good for you. But one guy commented, that Victorian building there is now a garage. A garage, if you're North American. Garage, do the Canadians say garage? So the guy commented, 30 frames per second, Charlie, is not enough. It's jittery. So I promised I'd do him 60 frames per second, and here we are in 60. Let's turn it around. Coming onto Rutland Street. And very quiet. It's a Sunday. So not much activity, although I contradict myself, it's a weekend, and that's when these hyper successful tourism based towns, which Matlock kind of is, come to life. But yeah, we're going to pass by the county hall, which is Smedley's Hydro, the big they were really into hydrotherapy in the Victorian era. They called it hydropathy. That's quite a good name, isn't it? Hydropathy. But I think we call it hydrotherapy these days. It's not really a thing, but you've probably seen it in movies, like old Victorian rooms with like white tiles and nurses dunking people into a hot tub, a big square thing in the floor. And the waters were really good for you, so they say. Really good for you. This one here is the former Matlock House Hydro, from 1863 till 1916. Now, did a bit of a look online. This one was a sanatorium for shell-shocked soldiers in the middle of World War I. And then 10 years later, it got turned into Matlock Modern School. Now, I'm not saying every single building you're going to see is from the Victorian era, but I am saying that the vast majority of them are Matlock's heyday. Now, unlike many towns across the UK, Matlock has preserved its success. It's transformed from a hydropathy town into a lovely, picturesque, traditional British town to visit. And that's a good thing. And it reminds me of Edinburgh, with all the stone houses, all the nice stone houses covered in coal soot from when everyone had fireplaces and electricity was primarily generated through burning coal. And very steep hill. I decided to start at the top so that I wouldn't be panting and sweating and heaving on the way up. And anyone that tells you that walking downhill is harder than walking uphill is either a liar or a fatty. Because I'm sure using your legs to control the great mass and momentum and potential energy of your whale body downhill could be a bit of a challenge. But, yeah, this is the back of the hydro. And you may remember from the last Matlock video the overhead walkways so that the guests could get to the other hotel rooms, or maybe even the other hydropathy rooms, without getting rained on. And no one wants to be rained on. And I'd like to thank the sky gods for giving me a beautifully overcast grey day, very British and overcast, rather than a rainy day, although the forecast is for rain. Now I saw a suspect flag in the window here. Of course, it used to be the gay flag. Now it's a kind of a political flag about political affiliation and leanings. And it doesn't end there. There's another cafe down there with a pro-Hamas flag. But the first street we're going to properly go down, Smedley Street East. Now let's see what I can do here, as in not get run over. And this steep road, there used to be a cable car all the way down from Matlock town centre, all the way uphill. Now it's a challenge. Blue pig deli, that's not very halal. If it was a red pig, oh, absolutely. You got, what's this, the Newsroom pub. Very cozy looking, very nice. And again, houses built to last. Unlike houses nowadays, built to last maybe 30, 40 years and then they can smash them down, redevelop it, rebuild them. It's a capitalist dream. They're like long-term bombs. You know how they say warfare, the arms industry, the ultimate in capitalism, because of course you drop a bomb, the thing explodes, it blows up people, houses, you have to rebuild it, you got to get financing, loans, you know, the hedge funds get involved. It's great, but modern building, unlike these beauties, is a similar sort of thing. Where not designed to last. And I pity the owners of new builds approaching the 40-year mark. Must be hella difficult to sell. Must be very hard to sell them when people know it's probably going to get demolished and redeveloped. Although, I guess the last freeholder or leaseholder owner, they can sell it to the developer for a good price. And it usually is a very good price because the developer wants people to get the F out so they can demolish it. Victoria Hall Gardens, it says. And this is Sparrow Park. Don't worry, we're not going to stay long in the park. Just going to have a quick look. Quick look, Derbyshire Dales District Council. And look at that. The black hand is respecting the white hand. They're having a handshake rather than killing each other. That's great. Good to see. And of course, the Victorians also brought a lot of magnificent trees to the UK that may not be so much native to this region. Henry Avenue. We leave Sparrow Park and we head down. How you guys enjoying the 60 FPS? Bit smoother. Not too headache inducing. Frame rate's okay. Shutter speed, I'm not controlling that, that's the Samsung doing the oldie shutter speed. But again, something about moss on stone here in England or Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland. Never been to Ireland itself. When you live in Britain, the allure of Ireland is somewhat lessened by the fact that the climate's the same, the landscape's the same, a lot of it's the same. And I know the Irish viewers are going to be kicking off now, like, it's not the same. Well, it's not as different to England as, say, Barcelona or Cape Verde or something like that. So what have we got down here? Let's see what's Lilybank House. Let's not upset anyone with too much privacy. Although we are in public on a public street, so we're not doing anything bad. I don't think there's very much crime in Matlock. If anything, it'll just be drunken arguments in the pub, which isn't a crime. But nowadays, everything's a crime according to the neo-thought police. But these houses, these really do it for me. They really do it for me. And when people from very hot countries visit the UK, one thing they really appreciate is the outdoor air conditioning. It's always very fresh. And we switch to ultra wide angle to give you guys a better street view. And so the foreign visitors, not only do they appreciate the outdoor air conditioning, keeping it nice and cool, it's a very good climate to plan to colonize the rest of the planet and take over the world, which the British did. Biggest and best empire and most successful empire of anyone on Earth. Then, of course, we handed the baton to the genetic, the kind of genetic follow-up of Great Britain, which is the United States of America, and they're doing a good job as well. They've had a few years of woke crazy, but they're kind of getting to grips with it now, getting a bit more patriotic and normal, very normal. But what was I saying? Yeah, the foreigners get to wear their nice jackets and scarves and long trousers and jumpers that they may not necessarily be able to wear in their hot countries. Now, look at this door. Look at this beautiful door. Look at this lovely house. It's probably already about 150 years old, and it's probably going to last another couple hundred, 300. And fair play to them. Look, even the basement, even a nice big basement. And this is the nice corner here. This is where all that, again, it's Sally Botham for sale, that house there. If anyone wants to go on Sally Botham on New Street, Sally Botham website, New Street in Matlock. Look at these des reses. Look at these desirable residences just off Henry Avenue onto New Street. Very cozy, very British, very English. Now, a bit of botany for you guys. That's grape for the fine English vintages that, in fact, you can see some grape. Grape.
Right there.
Hello, how are you? Okay.
What are you up to?
Me, I did doing a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
Oh yeah, I'm just scoping out the houses and seeing the market here and seeing how it all is. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, don't worry, nothing to be alarmed about. That's it.
Just curious,
Oh yeah, my channel Charlie Veitch on YouTube.
Charlie.
Veitch with a V.
Okay, do you want to know anything interesting about here or not?
Yes, am I right in assuming? Thank you very much. Am I right in assuming most of these big, beautiful stone houses are from the Victorian era?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. That used to be a farmhouse and it got turned round.
Oh wow, this one with the grape on it.
Yeah. So that's been turned round.
Yeah.
The oldest house on the street. That was the original farmhouse.
And there's probably just nothing else around here. Wow.
Really, and then those were built on there. And this is the old Sunday school here, which that's wrong. It was 1836.
Oh, that's just before Victorian. Victoria was a queen. Yeah.
Just after, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this was the original Methodist church here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they built. You'll see it round the front. The other Methodist church there.
Another one. Two in a row.
So this became the Sunday school.
Ah, I
rather
see.
than that. And then in the 90s, it was converted into a flat front. Flat at the back, which is ours.
Oh, fantastic. You live in an old church. That's
Yeah,
nice.
we live in an old church. And then there's another kind of little side one there, and they're all flats in there
Wow.
as well. There's a film called Women in Love, Ken Russell.
Women in Love.
Yeah, Ken Russell. So that starts off down there, and Glenda Jackson walks
Wow.
down along here past...
I've heard of it. Is that from the 90s?
No,
No.
before that.
Oh, is that
70s.
70s? Wow,
It's the
Women
one
in Love.
with, Oliver Reed wrestles naked in front of the fire, quite famous.
I'm sold, I'll watch it. Oliver Reed wrestling naked, if he's drunk as well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah,
Probably drunk.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's really what we know
There are a number
about.
of scenes filmed at the front door of with the grey door, that
Grey
house
door,
there.
yeah.
Wow, that's great knowledge. And another thing I was just talking about is Matlock seems to, unlike a lot of British towns, has maintained its status and not maybe wealth is the wrong word, but it's still a successful.
It's had its ups and downs. It was an
Yeah,
industrial
I'll just
town
let it cover.
first.
Yeah, industrial before the hydropathy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So down in Lonsdale, there's old bleach works and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, because of the power of the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in a UNESCO heritage area because of all the mills down the hill.
Okay.
So if you go as far as Cromford, there's the first ever factory, which is Cromford Mill, which was set up by Richard Arkwright. And then
First ever factory.
First ever modern
Hear that, viewers?
first ever modern factory, which is a cracking place to visit.
Wow.
And then there's Masson Mills along the way as well, which is a second mill that he kind of put in place that
Yeah.
moved that brick from
Yeah.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
And then there's just mills all the way down. So it was heavily industrial. Before
Yeah.
that, it was mining. So, from Roman times, there was mining around.
Oh, lead, I hear it was lead.
Lead,
Yeah.
and fluorospar later on and stuff
What's
like that.
fluorospar?
I don't know.
No, that's
Blue
sounds like something to do with toothpaste.
Yeah.
They claim that it's one of the few places in Britain you can find Blue John.
Yeah.
But Blue John is a stone that occurs many places in the world. It's just the only place that calls it Blue John.
Right.
So
Yeah.
There you go.
it's not like-
Blue John.
Blue John, yeah.
Blue John. Very good.
So down Bank Road there used to be a tram that went up. and
Yeah, the
down.
cable car. Yeah.
Cable car,
Why have
yeah.
they stopped that? Because I just sweating like hell getting up here.
Yeah, same here. It didn't make enough money.
I guess.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
came up to, so that was Smedley's Hydro. That
Yeah.
stop me if I'm repeating stuff.
No, that's good. And now it's Derbyshire.
County Council for now.
Yeah,
they're
for
talking
now.
about flogging it off to be a hotel.
It'll be flats or a hotel.
Hotel,
Yeah.
and then renovating the shop fronts on Smedley Street. And stuff
Oh, very
like that.
good.
You know that Smedley was the guy who built the
Smedley's
castle.
Folly, yeah.
Smedley's Folly
He
up there.
struggled to get water up to his house, I read. Now it's very posh apartments,
It
yeah.
just is, but it was in Dead Man's Shoes, the Shane Meadows film. It's shot all around here, and that's the end of it is in Ryder Castle. And before that,
Dead Man's Shoes, guys. That's a great film.
it's a cracker. It's an absolute
Yeah.
cracker. Before that, there was a safari park up there, almost like a wildlife park.
My God.
An old geography teacher, or it might be a geography teacher,
Yeah.
bought it because it was derelict after it had been a school during the Second World War and a bit before.
Yeah.
And then it was taken over by the government, and then it was sold off as a wildlife. So apparently, you could hear the wild cats
Wow.
all across here.
Scary, yeah. No, that's amazing. No, really appreciate that.
No
Thank you.
worries, no worries. So what was the channel again?
Charlie Veitch.
Charlie Veitch. EECH.
If you type in Charlie
Yeah.
on YouTube, it should be one of the first results, Veitch.
Let's have a look at that.
It's a Scottish name, but I'm half Brazilian, half Scottish. So,
So do you do different places?
lots of different places, and I do a lot of city centres and like big protests and people kicking off, and that's the kind of bread and butter of my channel. But I like to do also a cultural appreciation as well, and like nice places. So
this is all this kind of stuff, anti-Antifa stuff. And stuff
yes,
like that.
yes.
Anti-Antifa. So for pro-fascist.
No, not pro-fascist. No. Just because they call themselves the anti-bad guys doesn't mean that they're not bad guys. You know.
I don't know. Isn't it just that the others don't call themselves fascists?
Well, I mean, everyone can strawman everyone, but Antifa are a designated terrorist organization in America.
Yeah, but that's what it could. Not in it, are we?
We're not. Anyway, I sense your tone has changed towards me, so I'll massively.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks anyway,
See
guys.
you later. Glad you like the town.
Antifa supporters happy to help until they realize there's something a little bit different about you. You know, they celebrate diversity. Do they? When you were scrolling through my videos, you could see the exact moment in 60 FPS when he clicked that he hated me. And he was telling his partner, wife, girlfriend, he does stuff anti-Antifa. He's pro-fascist. I'm like, pro-fascist? And that's how a lot of left-leaning people think. They think in black and white. There's no 50 Shades of Grey. There's no sexy billionaires, courting a woman. It's all black and white. You're either with the anti-bad guy league or you're a bad guy. Coming down the hill. Poppies, 11th of November, 11:11, 11:11, not 11 a.m. 2-minute silence. And look at these clever Christians. You are welcome into his church. You're welcome into his church. I see what they did there. They're clever Christians. They're very, very astute, very smart. They know all about advertising. So I'm coming down here because apparently the record office, and this is all old church, probably now apartments, or this is a government building maybe. The government's taking up all the nice buildings. What is this? Welcome to Matlock Methodist and not government. Again, it's back to Jesus, back to good old JC. It's amazing. So yeah, as the man said before he decided he hated me, this was all farmland around here, and then it kicked off economically, capitalistically. In the, in fact, I won't be surprised if they get in their car and come and hunt me down and demand I delete the video, of which I won't, of course. Oh, in fact, here they come. Here they come in the car. I really hope it's, for the purposes of British peace and love, I hope they leave me alone. With the camera around. So, we're just gonna, that's them. Wow. Wow, great restraint. Good British restraint shown there. Let's turn the camera back around. This here is the Derbyshire Record Office. I honestly thought I would have a cortisol and adrenaline free walk around Matlock. It's the kind of place where it's peace and love, everything's peaceful. Everything's very peaceful. Oh, there's a modern appendage here, but again, this is old Victoriana. Does anyone else call it Victoriana, like Americana? Or is it just me? I think we should call it Victoriana. So we come round, and Smedley, who built the big hydrotherapy hotel, that on the hill there, that we're going to zoom in on, is his mansion. Where apparently Dead Man's Shoes had a scene here or around here. It's Derbyshire anyway. And it's called Smedley's Folly, as in Smedley's mistake or Smedley's stupidity. You all know what folly means. Because to get water up the top of the big hill was a significant challenge, and I think they really struggled. I think his water pressure for his showers would have been really shit. Honey, he's anti-Antifa. He's against the anti-bad guy league. He's an effing scumbag. He's a neo-Nazi. He's a white supremacist. He's a bigot. Anyway, enough about me. Sorry, not about me. Look at this scene. Just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. First of all, the moss-covered wall. The trees. The post box. There's even a cat sat on that white table in there. It's gorgeous. It's good for the soul. In fact, it's fixing me after my experience with the anti-bad guy league supporters. It's so nice. Lime Grove Avenue, no turning space. I can see plenty of turning space. Again, no turning space. They don't want people coming down this street. Whew. This one's for my British Jewish viewers. Never expected to see a Jew-mobile here in Matlock. Could fit like 7 or 8 kids in that bad boy. Charlie, you old boot, built this building. You can already see the modernism start to creep in. Not so nice. 1938. And just outside, this one's for the American viewers. We don't get Ford F-150s, 250s, 350s. We get little diesel-powered, little baby pickups here in the UK with like small, like little 2-liter diesel engines. Sometimes you'll get like a 3-liter V6. But yeah, like by American standards, that's a little baby one, a micro pickup. Outside Lime Grove Medical Centre, National Health Service Medical Centre, and they put that flag there because there's a big problem of gay people not knowing that they can get medical attention for free everywhere. Like the gays don't know this in 2025. We have to keep reminding them. And everywhere you turn, it's just lovely big Victorian buildings. Everywhere, particularly like this one on the end here. And the one next to it, 911 building. Just big buildings, big houses for people. And let's not forget these nice ones. Now we're coming down to the rear end, the back passage, the Cadbury's Canal, the Fudge Superhighway. That's enough, Charlie. Of the police station. This is the back end of the police station, and it's a bit of a central hub. Like, you'd probably want, why does a town with 10,000 people, a small town, require, I can see about 10 police vehicles? Did some research online. It's a central hub. It serves quite a large area here, so it's not just the small population here. It's probably a much bigger population that they serve. And the first time I came to Matlock, I did notice, why is there so many blue lights and sirens, high-speed police cars flashing around? I thought, have I entered a high-crime area? And international audience, you might be thinking, what the hell is a Job Centre Plus? And is it better than the Job Centre Minus? Of course it is. It's even better than the standard Job Centre. It's Job Centre Plus. Now, Britain gives out a lot of free money in terms of welfare for people. A lot of free money. You can have like minor anxiety. They'll give you a free car, sometimes a BMW. You can go to the doctor and say you're autistic or whatever, and they'll give you a healthy chunk of money to live on each month. Plus, they'll pay your rent. It's called housing benefit, housing welfare. And the charade, if you've ever been unemployed for a short period of time and you've had the assistance for unemployed people, the charade is you have to go in every week and prove to a bored, annoyed government worker that you've applied for X number of jobs. I think the rule is you have to look for work for 7 hours a day. And there's now AI apps that will apply to, it'll do 7 hours work of job searches at the press of one button, and it'll flood every employer with a bunch of bullshit CVs. The curriculum vitae is just absolute bullshit, but you get your free bennies, you get your free wealthies, and that's all I've got to say about that. No disrespect to anyone who is truly struggling financially, just that's a nice, funny British thing for the international audience. Good old Derbyshire Dales District County. Sorry, District Council. County Hall being the big building from the previous Matlock video. And I do quite like the Big Poppy, illuminated Big Poppy in the window. It's a nice aesthetic. Here is Poundland. Just to give you context, I just started filming again. That's the county council thing. And you got your post office. Poundland has just gone bust here. Just finished. I went in and bought some cotton buds. Very cheap. But this would be our Dollar Tree, or I don't know what they're called in America. But oh, look, there's me on the CCTV, honey. Hey, look, I'm on YouTube, Mom. I'm on YouTube, Mom. Not usually a baseball cap wearer, as my viewers will know. I'm not usually into this Americana as I analyze Victoriana. But it's quite cold today, and my fellow baldies will know that a cold, sweaty head can be quite bracing. So you cover it up. And I'm trying to match. It's the wrong green, isn't it? It's the wrong green, but anyway. What can you do?
Hi Barry from London, YouTube.
Look at these great people with good taste.
Yeah, that's true, that's how I
Thank you. You subscribe to the YouTube?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Take care. See ya. Yeah, well, I had to counteract, do some balance with those people that suddenly hated me with some people who, they like me. Ferrari, look at that. A big long boy Ferrari. Oh, it's beautiful. Just looking down the main drag. There's a lot more to show you, don't worry. Main drag, very patriotic, England flags, British flags. And again, the big abandoned, big Victorian building here on the high street. I don't know what it's gonna be, trying to be, but it's fully finito. Anyone for another micro pickup? Across there is the Tipsy Toad pub. And it's, looks like it was like a little temporary structure that must have done very well. Now it's permanent. Someone's calling, hey, someone's in the pub saying hello, hello. Just had a chat with a viewer in the Tipsy Toad. Great name for a pub, the Tipsy Toad. Let's look at some cars. Here's an 8-year-old car, Toyota. £9,000. It's about $12,000. Here we've got an 11-year-old Citroen C1, little microcar, £2,695. About $3,500. £3,000, 11-year-old little Toyota Aygo. What we got here? Oh, it's sold. Vauxhall Astra, I'd say. Another Vauxhall Astra from the same era, £3,000. Nissan Juke, £3,500. Oh, here's a good one, Audi A5. 12 months tax, only £20 it says. Look at nice black tires, black wheels. 11-year-old, $3,495. And look at that tint on the rear window. Beautiful. 20-year-old Boxster, sold. Can't imagine that was very expensive. 20 years old. People carry. Anyway, enough of that. Enough. You've seen enough cheap cars, but not cheap, affordable cars. I quite fancy the 12-year-old Subaru. I do like the Subarus. I like a four-wheel drive car that you can tune the engine up. Subaru. The Japanese, oh, those smart Japanese, they know how to build a reliable vehicle. The Toyota Corolla keeps always winning the British non-breakdown award. It's not going to break down on you too much. Honda Civic as well. The two most boring cars are the best. The Corolla and the Civic. Anyway, there's a lot more to show you guys. Okay, welcome back. It's been about an hour since the last clip. The weather turned nasty, like a couple of chubby lefties, and it's still raining badly now. Well, not badly. It's just spitting like a million small water pinor piercing my skin without consent. And it's a cold, cold, cold November. But I think up ahead there is a Remembrance Day parade, because this is the closest Sunday to the 11/11. So yeah, we got a lot of ambulance crew. Don't know why there's an ambulance crew and a lot of people in orange Derbyshire Light Medical. They shut the street down. And check this out, police officers, peak 4x4 response. Oh, here we go. No, there's no joke here, but the British take their remembrance memorials very seriously, because the two world wars and all the other conflicts really erased hundreds of thousands of bloodlines, and whole families lost their men. And it was a very, very, very big sacrifice. And it changed the face of the country, World War I and World War II. And you want to get lynched, you want to get attacked, you say something in poor taste about remembering those who fell in the great conflicts. Can you hear the brass band behind me? I think you can.
The King, the Commonwealth and all people, peace and comfort. And to us and all his saints, life everlasting. The blessing of Almighty the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit rests upon you, remain with you, this day, evermore. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British national anthem. It's been renamed recently back to God Save the King from God Save the Queen. And just like that, the Remembrance Day festivities here in Matlock are wrapped up for another year. And don't know what the peak 4x4 response advertising was about, but there you go. So, funnily enough, there was a veteran there. He recognized me from my YouTube channel. We had a nice chat just off camera. But I think that this is Charlie Veitch. It's the end of this particular video, and I'll see you as always on the next video.